Hi students, so I hope you have start the practice of your exam. So today we'll be doing revision of chapter 10, that is light. So let's start with the first question. You can see on the screen the first question. In which of the following image of an object placed at infinity will be highly diminished and point size? So first of all, there are two types of mirrors. One is concave mirror and second one is convex mirror. When we are saying about concave mirror, it's a converging mirror. Why we say it a converging? Because it will converge all the rays of light falling on it. Like you must have seen a spoon, the front and back of the spoon, right? So the front of spoon is like this. So it converge everything towards it. And if I talk about convex mirror, convex mirror is a diverging mirror, means it split the ray of light falling on it like this. So it's a diverging mirror. Whatever rays of light fall on it, it diverge each and every ray of light. And this one is called diverging and this one is called converging mirror. So you have to tell that which mirror form the very highly diminished and point size image. So the convex mirror, talking about a convex mirror, there are two cases. First one is when the object is placed at infinity. So in that case, the image form is very point size, very diminished image. So only a convex mirror when we are talking about. So it forms a very highly diminished image, reduced size image. So if I talk about concave one, one, when an object is placed at infinity, it forms a reduced image. So also concave, convex mirror and lens, concave and convex lenses, all of these will form a diminished and point size image when the object is placed at infinity, like this. If I take a convex lens, this one is a convex lens. So if I say that ray is coming from infinity, right? So ray coming, this one is called the optical center, and here is the focus, and here is the center of curvature. Center of curvature is twice of the focus. So when a ray of light is coming from optical center, it will go straight. It will go straight and it will not come back. And the next ray is also coming from infinity. So most probably the image will be formed here, which is highly reduced in size. The image is formed at focus. So in all the cases, whether it's concave, convex, mirror and lenses, the one case where the object is placed at infinity, then the image will be highly reduced and point size. So what's the correct option from here? This one. In all cases when the object is placed at infinity. Keep this thing in your mind. So coming to the next, a child is standing in front of a magic mirror. She finds the image of her head bigger, the middle portion of her body of the same size, and the legs smaller. The following is the order of combination for the magic mirror from the top. So what is given over here, that she finds the image of her head bigger. Which mirror forms the bigger image? Yes, the mirror will be like, plane mirror is someone which forms same image, exactly same image as that of object. The mirror that is in your homes, that is a plane one, means the object size will be equal to the image size and the height of the image is equals to the height of object. Like you in your daily lives you are observing that mirror, you must have observed the plane mirror. The plane mirror will form the exact similar image as that of the object. Okay, so when we are talking about a concave mirror, what is the role of concave mirror? Concave mirror will form when we place a object very close to the concave mirror, it forms a bigger image, it looks bigger. Okay, so for that purpose we have to place an object very close to it. Let's say if this is a pole and this one is a focus, object should be placed very close to the mirror. Then that object will form a virtual image that is behind the mirror. And when we meet that image is formed behind the mirror, and the bigger or enlarged image is formed in that case. Means when we place an object in front of a concave mirror very close to it, it will form a bigger image. So in case of head will appear bigger only when there is a concave mirror. The middle portion of our body of the same size, as I already told you, the same size is formed in case of plane mirror only, because plane mirror always form the image of the same size. So what is the correct option from here? This C1. C1. Concave, plane, and then convex. Convex will form a very highly diminished image. So convex mirror is used when the image is of very diminished. When image formed is very diminished. Let's move to the next one. Rays from sun converge at a point 15 centimeter in front of a concave mirror. Where should an object be placed so that size of its image is equals to the size of object? Means we are taking a concave mirror here, and in which case the object size is equals to the image size. We already know center of curvature. This is focus. This one is pole. So when an object is placed at C, at center of curvature, when a ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis, it will always pass through the focus. And when second ray will strike on the pole, and after striking, it will pass obliquely. And where it will meet at C only. So here the same image is formed at C, and the image size is of equal as that of object. So where should an object be placed? It should be placed at C. And we know that C is basically the distance from center of curvature and pole. The distance between C and P is called a radius of curvature. And radius of curvature is twice of focal length, as we can see from here as well. Like C, the distance between pole and focus is what? F, focal length, and center of curvature is twice the focal length. So here object is 15 centimeter, means it is the focal length. F is what? F is 15. So R will become 2 into 15, that is equals to 30 centimeter. So where an object should be placed? It should be placed in front of the mirror and 30 centimeter, because at 30 centimeter only the height of an object is equals to the height of an image. So what is the correct option from here? 30 centimeter in front of the mirror. Now come to the next one. In torches, searchlight and headlights of vehicles, the bulb is placed. First of all, you should know that which type of mirror is used in torches, searchlight and headlights of the vehicle. For that purpose, we should focus on the parallel beam of light, because concave mirror is it's a mirror that forms a parallel beam of light. So in torches, searchlight and headlights, concave mirror is used. Which mirror? Concave mirror. And for that purpose, an object should be placed in front of the mirror, very close to the mirror, so that a parallel beam of light is produced. Okay, so what is the right option? Very near to the focus of reflector. This one is the right. So that a sharp parallel beam of light can be produced. Come to the next one now. So the laws of reflection hold good for. What are the laws of reflection? I hope you have an idea of it. There are two laws of reflection. First law is this is incident ray. Let's say this one is normal. When a ray of light strikes on the mirror, it bounces back. It just changes its path. But this one, the angle made by incident ray with normal is called angle of incident. The angle made by the reflected ray with normal is called angle of reflection, and this one, the central ray, is called the normal one. Okay, so what is the first law of reflection? That incident ray, normal ray, and your reflected ray all lies on the same plane. This is first law of reflection. And what is the second law? As we can see from here, second law is angle of incidence is always equals to angle of reflection. This is second law. And this one is first, that incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal all lie on the same plane. These are the two laws of reflection, and these laws of reflection hold good for all mirrors irrespective of their shape, because these are the universal law of reflection that are applied on each and every mirror. So this one is the right option. Okay, now come to the next one. You are given water, mustard oil, glycerine, and kerosene. In which of the following a ray of light incident obliquely at same angle would bend the most? So these are the things that are given to you, and you have to answer that where the most bending will take place. In which medium the light will bend the most. So first of all, the speed of light, the refractive index, you should know the refractive index. Refractive index is the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in medium. Let's say light is coming from air and striking on the surface. Light is coming from the medium that is called air and is entered into the medium that is, let's say, kerosene. Let's take an example of kerosene. So when light, this air medium is called a rarer one. This medium is called the denser medium. When light strikes on a surface, when it goes from rarer to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. Light will bend towards the normal. Then this ray of light again strikes on the next surface. So it will again strike on the normal one, and now it is again changing its medium. Now it is going from denser medium to the rarer one. When it goes from denser to rarer medium, it will bend away from the normal like this. And the angle made by the normal with this ray is called emergent ray. Emergent ray, and the angle made by the emergent ray with normal is called angle of emergence. Angle made by refracted ray with the normal is called angle of refraction. Angle made by incident ray with normal is called angle of incidence. So the denser medium will always have high refractive index. Why it has high refractive index? Like here you can see the ray of light bends the most. So the denser medium, in case of denser medium, the bending is most as compared to the rarer one. So bending of light is most in case of denser medium because it is high refractive index. Denser medium has high refractive index, And the refractive index, as you can see from here, it is inversely proportional to the speed. More is the speed, less is the refractive index, and less is the speed, more will be your refractive index. So in case of kerosene, the refractive index is 1.44. In case of water, refractive index is 1.33, and in case of mustard oil, refractive index is 1.47. Glycerine has refractive index 1.473. It's a minute difference, but we can see from here that refractive index of glycerine is high. Glycerine has higher refractive index, so more is the refractive index, more will be the bending. Okay, so what is the right option? Glycerine. Because glycerine has high refractive index, so bending will be most, deviation, bending of light will be more in case of glycerine. Now come to the next one. So next question is the net power of three lenses having power P1, P2, P3 placed in contact is given by. So the total net power means the total power if three lenses are P1, P2, P3. So this is the power of three lenses. So the total power, the net power will be the sum of P1, P2 and P3 always. Okay, let's say if lenses have power 2, 3 and 4. So the net power will always be the sum. 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is 9, and the unit of power is diopter. Remember this as well, diopter, which is also denoted by capital D. So what is the right option from here? B. Option B. Okay. Come to the next one. The focal length of a concave lens is 25 centimeter. Focal length is 25 centimeter. And also students, keep one thing in your mind and also write it somewhere, that focal length of concave lens is always negative and focal length of convex lens is positive. This is based on sign conventions. In case of concave lens, focus is to the left, and in case of convex lens, focus is to the right of a lens. So the direction of incident light is always taken as positive. Direction opposite to the lens are always taken as negative. So focus in case of convex lens is always to the right. The rays always converge to the right. So that's why we take focal length of convex lens positive, and in case of concave the focus is always to the left, which is opposite to the lens. So it is taken as negative always. So from here you can see that what is the focal length given. Focal length we will take negative because it's a case of concave lens. You have to find the power. Power is reciprocal of the focal length, and focal length will always be in meters. Here you can see it's in centimeter, so firstly you will convert it into meter. 1, I already put f is equals to minus 25. So firstly when we convert 25 centimeter into meter, 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. So 100 will go up, 25 will go down. So when we solve it, it will come minus 4 diopter. So what's the right option from here? Minus 4 diopter. Clear? So now come to the next question. An object is placed at C. C means center of curvature of a concave mirror. The image is formed at. When object is placed at center of curvature, Like here, this one is the focus, this is the pole. When object is placed at C, first ray of light will strike parallel to the principal axis and it will always pass through the focus. Next ray of light will pass through the focus and it will go parallel. So where is the image will form? Image will always form at the focus, and the size of the image is equals to the size of object. So when object is placed at C, image is also formed at C. Always mark arrows to show the path of a ray of light. So these rays of light converge at C only and the image is formed at C only. Keep this in mind that where the rays of light will meet, converge and intersect, so at that place only an image is formed. Okay, so the right option is at C. Come to the next question. Speed of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, and it always stay the same. C. Speed of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, while its speed in a medium, let's say a ray of light is coming from air and it is going after refraction, it bends towards the normal and it enter into the medium. So the speed of light in medium is given, that is V. It is denoted by V. So the value is 1.5 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. So what you have to tell? The refractive index of this medium is. Refractive index is denoted by a symbol N, and it's a ratio of speed of light in vacuum or air divided by the speed of light in medium. So what's the speed of light in air? 3 into 10 raised to power 8. You have to tell the refractive index of the medium. So what it will be? 3 into 10 raised to power 8 divided by 1.5 into, just put the values, 1.5 point cut, 0 will go upwards, 15 ones are 15, 2. So refractive index will be 2. Clear? So what's the right option from here? It is 2. Now come to the next question. An object is placed 60 centimeter in front of a concave mirror. The real image formed by the mirror is located at 30 centimeter in front of the mirror. So the object's magnification is what? Magnification. There are two formulas for magnification in case of mirror. First is it's a ratio of the object distance and it's a ratio of the image distance to the object distance, and it's also a ratio of the size of image to the size of object. Okay, so there are two formulas for finding the magnification. Here I can see that object is placed 60 centimeter. It's an object distance, that is 60 centimeter, and the image distance is how much? 30 centimeter. You have to take care of the sign conventions also, as we are talking about a concave mirror. So object is all real image is formed. So in case of a real image, object and image distance is always negative because both are placed in front of the mirror. Okay, so u is also negative, object distance is negative, and image distance is also negative. Just put it over here in magnification formula. What is formula? Minus V. It's a ratio of image distance to the object distance. So V is minus 60 and object distance is minus 30. This minus minus will 1, 2. So from here, what is the magnification? Minus 2. Okay. So if size is given, size of image and size of object, then you will apply this formula. And if distance is given, object distance and image distance, so you will apply this formula. So what's the right option? Minus 2. Clear? Next. For virtual mirror of small apertures, the radius of curvature is found to be radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is what? It's a distance between the center of curvature and the pole. That is called a radius of curvature. Here is the focus, center of curvature. The distance between the pole and the center of curvature is called a radius of curvature. So the distance between focus and pole is focal length, that is denoted by small f, and the distance between center of curvature and pole is called radius of curvature, and radius of curvature is twice the focal length. Here we can see f, this one is also f, so the total will be 2f. Okay, so for virtual mirror, the radius of curvature is twice the focal length. It's twice. This is the right option. Now come to the next one. A ray of light undergoes reflection from medium A to the medium B. If the speed of light in medium A, here the speed of light is in medium A is v, and speed of light in medium B, then we have to find the speed of light in medium B. So according to the third law of refraction, refraction firstly means bending of light. So third law of reflection states the ratio of the product of refractive index and sine of angle of incidence is always constant. So this was third law of refraction. Okay, so we can apply for two media. Here we are taking two media. One is air and second one is, let's say, any denser medium. Let's take water. Speed of light in medium 1. For two media it will go like this, sine I1, as it is already constant. So it will go equal, N1 sine I1 is equals to N2 sine I2, because we are taking it already constant. So N1, N is called the refractive index, and refractive index is equals to C upon V. C will stay the same as it's the speed of light, and its value is always equals to 3 into 10 raised to power 8. So let's put it over here. N1 is C upon V1. And what is angle of incidence? Angle made by the incident ray with the normal one, that is called angle of incidence. Let's say students, see here. Here the angle of incidence is what? 60 degree. Let's put it over here. Sine 60. N2 will become C2. C will stay the same, just take C only. C by V2 sine I2. What is sine I2? Sine I2 is R and its value is 30 degree. Okay, so just solve it. C and C will cancel each other. And sine 60 is what? Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. V1 is equals to Sine 30 is half V2. This two will cancel each other. You have to find the speed of light in medium 2, this one. So we can cross multiply. What is it? V1. Here you have to find the speed of light in medium A. So V1 is equals to what? Root 3 V2. V1 is equals to root 3 V2. So what's the right option? This one, root 3 V2. V2 is also equals to, let's say, V. Okay. So now come to the next one. A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified real image of an object placed at 10 centimeter in front of it. Means the magnification. We know that the formula for magnification, when object distance is given and we have to find the image distance, it's always V upon U. And in case of mirror, we have to take the negative sign as well. So here magnification is 3. And object distance is also given to us, that is 10. So object distance, we know that when object is always placed in front of a concave mirror, so we have to take it negative. So just take U as minus 10. So V from here will be V, just do a cross multiply. 10 into 3, V is equals to 10 into 3 is 30. So the image is located at 30 centimeter. This is the right option, 30 centimeter. Come to the next one. A ray of light passing through which part of lens emerge undeviated? Undeviated means, like if I am taking a convex lens and a concave lens, from which part of lens the ray will go undeviated? Let's say I'm taking this is an optical center. Ray of light when passes from the optical center will go undeviated in both cases. When it passes through the optical center, it will go undeviated. So what is the right option from here? Optical center. Clear? Next. Speed of light is maximum in a medium whose refractive index with respect to air is. Refractive index, as I already told you, that refractive index is the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in medium. Means refractive index is inversely proportional to the speed. More is the refractive index, less will be the speed. Less is the refractive index, more will be the speed. So from here you will see that whose refractive index is small? Whose refractive index is small? This one? Yes. So refractive index is small in this case, n is small. So velocity will be, speed of light will be more in this case. So what's the right option? D. Now come to the next one. The focal length of a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is already given to you. Radius of curvature is what? 48 centimeter. You have to find the focal length. We know that R is twice of focal length and focal length is half of the radius of curvature. And in case of convex mirror, focal length is always positive. Okay. because the focus is to the right. So radius of curvature is given 48 by 2. 48 by 2 will be 24 centimeter. So what's the right option? 24. Okay. Next, the speed of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. That will always stay the same. In medium x, its speed is 2 into 10 raised to the power 2 meter per second, and in medium y, its speed is 2.5 into 10 raised to the power 8. Here 8 should be placed, 8 and 8 here only. So refractive index of y with respect to x is, with respect, जिसको हमने रिस्पेक्ट देनी है, refractive index of y with respect to x. refractive index is denoted by n. ओके, जिसको हमने रिस्पेक्ट देनी है उसको हमने ऊपर रखना है हमेशा. सो रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स ऑफ y विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x, जिसको रिस्पेक्ट देनी है उसको ऊपर रखना है. सो इट विल बी ny upon nx. You always take the refractive index of this down upwards in numerator and the upward to the denominator, ny upon nx. So the refractive index of in medium y is 2.5 into 10 raised to power 8, and in medium y it's 2 into 10 raised to power 8. So ये कट हो जाएंगे. 2.5 divide by 2. So point will go like this. So cut it on a table of 5. 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20. So what's the right option? 5 by 4. Okay, so right is 5 by 4. Always keep in mind that, like if I am taking the refractive index of medium x with respect to y, so it will always go like, firstly you will take of x, then in denominator you will take of y, and you know that refractive index is inversely proportional to the velocity. So here vy will be in numerator and velocity of x will be in denominator because it's inversely proportional. So I hope it is clear to you. Now come to the next question. A doctor has prescribed a corrective lens of power plus 1.5 diopter. Find the focal length of the lens. So what is given over here? Power is 1.5 diopter and you have to find the focal length. We know that power is the reciprocal of focal length, right? So from here you have to find the focal length. That will become inverse of power. Just put the power over here, 1.5. So this will become 10 by 15. You can cut it at the table of 5. 5 2s are 5 3s are 2 by 3. So power is 1.5. So 10 will go upwards. So what's the value? When you divide 2 by 3, 0.3618. I already told you that focal length is always in meters, but they are taking in centimeters. That we'll see. 2, 3, 6, 18, and this will go long and long again and again. 0.6666, 0.666. This go on, and it's in focal length is in meter always, but they have given options in centimeters. So what you will do here, you will just multiply it with 100 to convert meter into centimeter. So it will go 66.666, which you can also say round off 66.7. You can round it off. So it's the right option, 66.7 centimeter. Okay. So now come to the next one. So an object is placed at a distance of 10 centimeter from a convex mirror. So object distance is how much? 10 centimeter. So as object is placed in front of the mirror, so just take it minus 10. Focal length is 15 centimeter. In case of convex mirror, focal length is always positive and you have to find the image distance. While doing this, there is one formula that is called the mirror formula, which gives you the relation between the object distance, image distance and the focal length. What is that formula? 1 upon f is equals to the reciprocal of focal length is equal to the sum of reciprocal of object distance and the image distance. So let's put the values over here. Focal length is how much? You have to find the position of image, right? So 1 over f is 1 over u plus 1 over v. So 1 over v, when I take 1 over u to the left hand side, it will go like this, minus. So just put the value of focal length. Focal length is 15. Object distance is how much? Minus 10. So 1 over v is equals to 1 over 15. Minus minus will go plus 1 over 10. LCM of 15 and 10 is 150. So 1 over v is equals to 150. So 10, LCM of 15 and 10 is 30. 30. So 15 twos are 2 plus 10 threes are. So 1 over v is equals to 5 over 30. Just cross multiply it. 5 ones are 5, 5, 6. So v is equals to 6 centimeter. So the position of image is 6. Okay, 6 centimeter. Now come to the next question. Magnification produced by a rear view mirror fitted in a vehicle is. So firstly, rear view mirror, the side mirror of car that will give you broader field of view on a small screen. That mirror is called a convex mirror. Broader field of view, wider field of view. So that mirror is convex mirror. So you have to tell the magnification of convex mirror. As we know that magnification in case of mirror is the ratio of minus v upon u. So as convex mirror always produced a diminished or reduced image. So image is already diminished and also it is negative. So what is the value of m? It will be less than 1. Okay, so right option is less than 1 because v is already negative and it is already diminished, small, reduced size. So m will be less than 1. Come to the next question. A light ray enters from a medium A to a medium B as shown in the figure. So the refractive index of medium B relative to A will be. As we can see from here, light ray is entering from medium A, that is, let's say, rarer, and this one is a denser medium. Light is going from rarer medium to the denser medium. So we have to find the refractive index of medium B relative to A. Okay. So refractive index, we can write it like this, NB upon NA. which is also equals to VA upon VB, as speed of light is inverse of the refractive index. So light is going from rarer to denser medium, so velocity of rarer medium is always greater than that of denser medium, and refractive index of rarer medium is always less than that of denser medium, because refractive index and velocity are inversely proportional. So more is the refractive index, less will be the speed of light. So now from here you have to tell that refractive index of medium B relative to A will be, as velocity of A is greater than velocity of B, so refractive index will be what? Less than unity. Okay, because velocity from here we can see that light is going from rarer to denser. So more velocity, more speed to the less speed. So in that case, the refractive index is less than unity. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So a convex mirror used for rear view on an automobile has a radius of curvature 3 meter. So from radius of curvature, if bus is located at 5 meter from the mirror, means the object distance is 5 meter, and in case of mirror we will take negative. And radius of curvature is 3 meters, so we can easily find the focal length from here. Focal length will be half of the radius of curvature. 3 by 2 is how much? 1 by 1.5 meter. So let's find out V. What is V? Where there is a mirror, where there is a case of a mirror and you are given object distance and focal length and you have to find the image. So you can use mirror formula at that time. 1 by F, 1 by U plus 1 by V, because it's a case of a mirror. So focal length is how much? 1.5. It's a focal length, and object distance is -5, 1 by V. So 10 by 15. This -1/5, when it comes to left hand side, it will go like this: 1 by 5, 1 by V. LCM of 15 and 5 is 15. So 10 plus 15 divided by 5, 3, 1 by V. So when we solve it, 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 by 15 is equals to 1 over V. Just do the reciprocal of it. V is equals to 15 over 13, and that is approximately equals to 1 by 1.15 centimeter. So what's the right option from here? 1.15 centimeter. Okay, so let's move to the next one. An object is situated at a distance of f by 2 from a convex lens of focal length f. Distance of image will be. An object is situated at a distance of f by 2. Object distance is how much? U is f over 2, and in case of lens you have to take it negative, and focal length is how much? It is capital F. Focal length is capital F, so you have to find the distance of image. So you can apply, there is one more formula that is for length, that will give you the relation between object distance, image distance and the focal length. That formula is 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. So this formula is called lens formula. In case of mirror formula, so plus is placed over here, but in case of lens formula there is a shifting of 1 by V to the left side and the sign also shifted. So you have to find what? V. Just put the value of U. What is U? Minus F over 2. What is focal length? It's F. So just solve it. 1 by v minus minus plus, and it will go like this. 2 by f is equals to 1 by f. So 1 by v, because you want to find v only. So take 2 by f to the right hand side. 2 by f. LCM of f and f is again f. 1 minus 2. So 1 by v is how much? Minus 1 over f. When we cross multiply it, v is equals to minus f. So what's the focal length? Minus f. Got it? Next. Refractive index of glass is maximum for which color? Before that, you should know one thing. Let's take a triangular surface whose two planes are refracting. So Newton did one experiment. He passed the ray of sunlight through a prism, and when sunlight passes through a prism, it refracts, it scatters into 7 colors. There is a scattering of light, this sunlight, into 7 colors. And what name he gave to these 7 colors? This one is violet, this one is indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. As we move upwards, wavelength is denoted by lambda. Wavelength increases, and scattering, because wavelength is inversely proportional to the scattering. More will be the wavelength, less will be the scattering. Less will be the wavelength, more will be the scattering. So the wavelength goes on increasing. Wavelength is maximum of red color and its minimum of violet color. And more is the bending, more will be the refractive index. As we can see from here, that violet light bends the most. So refractive index of violet light will be maximum because it bends the most. More is the refractive index, as we know that when light goes from rarer to denser medium, there is a bending of light. More bending takes place in denser medium. So here we can see that the bending is more in case of violet light as compared to the above lights. So violet light has the maximum refractive index. Come to next one. Two lenses of power +6 diopter and -4 diopter are put in contact with each other. The power of combination is, the total power is equals to the sum of power of two lenses. So the total power will be P1 is how much? 6. P2 is how much? -4. So 6 plus -4, 2 diopter. What's the right option? 2 diopter. Okay, plus 2 diopter. Which of the following mirror are used to get the powerful parallel beam of light in headlights? A mirror that is used to get the powerful parallel beam of light when an object is placed very close to the reflector, to the mirror, then a very powerful beam of light is produced, and that is only in case of concave mirror. This one. So this is the right option. Now come to the next one. The correct graphical representation between angle of incidence and angle of reflection is, we know from first law and second law that when ray of light strikes on the mirror, it just changes its path, but it will go in the same way. It bounces back. In that case, angle of incidence is always equals to angle of reflection. according to second law of reflection, right? So as I is 1, R will also be 1. As I is 2, R is also 2. So when you start plotting a graph between I for different values of I and R, for 1 it will go 1 like here. For 2 it will go 2. For 3 it will go 3. So the correct pattern will be like this when you match it. So what's the right option from here? As I increases, R increases as well. D option. Okay, come to the next one. A student has to do the experiment on finding the focal length of a given convex lens by using a distant objects. She can do her experiment if she also made available what? Lamp and screen, a scale and screen, a lamp and scale, only a screen. Means if she want to do her experiment in a better way, which two objects, which two things should she take? Lamp or screen? Screen is always necessary, we know, to focus, to form an image. Screen is always required. There's one advantage of using a scale, because scale will tell you the distance between lens and screen. So according to it, screen is always required. I told you, we don't only need a screen, we also need an object from where light will pass. A lamp and scale is a lamp will be of no use. So the correct option will be a scale and a screen. Okay. Next. A ray of light is incident on a lens making an angle of 30 degree with the principal axis. This angle is called angle of incidence. And which lens is this? This is a convex lens. So after refraction through lens, this is optical center. Okay, so the ray would travel. Only OB, let's mark the points. Let's say this is O, this is A, this is B like this. So you have to choose the right one. So we know a case that when a ray of light is passing through the optical center, it will go undeviated. How it will travel? Undeviated. It passes, but it will go undeviated. It will go like this. So what's the right option? This one, B option. Okay. In case of both the lenses, whether it's a convex lens or a concave lens, when a ray of light passes through the optical center, it will go undeviated. Next. In order to determine the focal length of a convex lens, the image of distant object is obtained on the wall. Image is obtained on the wall. The focal length of the lens will be the distance measured between. What is the focal length? As the image is obtained on the wall and there must be an object. What is an object? Object, ray of light. Wall and tree, you have to tell what is the distance, what is the focal length. How will you measure the focal length? You know what is the focal length? Here we are taking a convex lens, and in case of convex lens, focal length is the distance between optical center and the focus, that you call a focal length. So you have to choose the right option. So the distance measured between wall and tree is the focal length. Always remember that image is formed at the image of distant object is formed on the wall. So if we are taking this as a wall, because here image is formed, so the distance between wall and what is called the focal length? Obviously lens and this wall is called the focal length. Okay, come to next one. If incident ray passes through the focus, the reflected ray will. When object is at focus, then image will be formed at infinity. You know this thing. And when a ray of light is passing through the focus, then after reflection, it will become parallel to the principal axis. It will go like this. This is called the principal axis, this one. The straight axis which is passing through the pole, this is principal axis. And after passing through the focus, it always go parallel to the principal axis. So what's the right option? B. Next, when light travel from one medium to other whose refractive index is different, then which of the following physical quantities will change for light? When it is going from one medium to another, then wavelength will obviously change. Speed of light is different because light has to travel and pass through different media and different atmospheric conditions. So many atoms, so many particles will come in path of ray of light, and that's why the speed will vary and wavelength will also vary. So what stays the same? Only frequency. There are only minor differences in frequency that are also negligible. So frequency will stay the same. So you have to tell that in then which of the following physical quantities will change for light. So you have to leave the frequency because it will not change. And it is coming in 3 options. So we will ignore. So the right answer will be A. Wavelength and speed. Always remember that frequency will stay the same. Next. A convex lens forms a real point-size image at the focus. Image is formed at the focus. Then object should be placed. Always remember when object is at infinity, then image is always formed at focus. So what's the right option? Infinity. Like we are taking a convex lens over here. And here is the focus. When a ray of light is coming, images always form of reduced size at focus. Okay. Next, power of a lens is measured in meter, centimeter, diopter, and per centimeter. So what's the right option? Diopter. Power of lens is always measured in diopter. Okay. And we know that power is inverse of focal length. Focal length is always in meter. The unit of power is diopter, that is denoted by capital D. Okay. Next. In optics, a medium which has high refractive index is called. High refractive index medium is always a denser medium. Where light bends the most, that medium is called optically denser. Next, the magnification produced by a rear view mirror fitted in a vehicle. A mirror that is fitted in a vehicle, magnification. We know that the side mirror of a car that will show the broader field of view, that is always a convex mirror, and the magnification of mirror is minus V upon U. So as convex mirror always form a diminished or reduced size image, so magnification is always less than 1. So right option is less than 1. Next, if U is the object distance, V is the image distance, and F is the focal length of a mirror, then correct formula relating them is, we know that in case of a mirror, which formula we use? We apply 1 by U plus 1 by V is equals to 1 by F. So you have to choose the correct one. As in this case, it's wrong because here there's a minus sign. In this case, it's also wrong. So we know that focal length is half of radius of curvature. So we can put it over here, 1 by u plus 1 by v, and focal length is what? R by 2. So this will go like 1 by u plus 1 by v, r by 2, when 2 go up to the numerator, 2 by f, 2 by r. Yes, 2 by r. So what is the correct option from here? Correct option is this one. Next, a mirror is reflecting is. Which mirror is reflecting mirror? Cylindrical mirror, no. Plane mirror, concave mirror, convex mirror. You have to choose the right one. That which mirror is a reflecting mirror? This mirror. Plane mirror, concave, convex. Plane mirror will form exactly the same image, concave and convex. So convex mirror is a reflecting mirror. Next, a lens of focal length 12 centimeter forms an erect image 3 times the size of an object and image. You have to just correct it over here. A lens of focal length 12 centimeter forms an erect image 3 times the size of an object. So you have to find the distance between object and image. Distance between object and image is already written over here. So as you know that in case of a lens, the magnification is always positive and it is the ratio of V divided by U. So focal length is given. Focal length is how much? 12 centimeter. And magnification is 3 because 3 times, which is equals to V by U. So from here you can find V easily. V is how much? V is 3U. So by applying lens formula, we can easily find the values. What is lens formula? 1 by F is equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Just put the values over here and let's see what will come out. 1 by F, focal length is 12. 1 by V, V we will put 3U minus 1 over U. So after solving, just take the LCM now. 1 by 12 is equals to, LCM will be 3U, here 1 minus 3. So 1 by 12 is equals to, 1 minus 3 is how much? Minus 2 over 3U. So when you cross multiply it, 3U is equals to minus 24 and U is minus 24 by 3 is how much? Minus 8. U is minus 8. And you found the value of U, that is minus 8, and V was already 3U. So V is, just put the value of U over here, minus 8. So V is minus 24. So what is asked in the question, that find the distance between object and image. Object and the image distance is what? So the correct option will be U minus V. Put the value of U over here. The value of U is minus 8. V is how much? Minus 24. So minus 8 minus plus 24 is how much? 16 centimeter. Okay, so firstly you applied the lens formula. After lens formula we found the value of U, then put it in V. Then as was asked in the question, that you have to find the distance between object and the image. So I subtracted the object image from object U minus V, and the answer is 16. So right option is 16 centimeter. Come to next one. So the next question is, while performing an experiment on tracing the path of a ray of light passing through a glass slab as shown in the figure, which of the following interpretation is correct? So from here we can see that angle of incidence, angle of refraction and angle of emergence. So choose the right option. Angle of refraction is greater than E. R is equals to E, which is not possible. I is equals to R, no, not possible. So what is left? I is greater than R. You can also relate it with the third law of reflection, third law of refraction. And what was that? N into sine I is constant. So whenever, let's say, light is going from one media to another, one to another, then we have to take it like this: sine of I upon sine of R. And when it goes from rarer medium to denser medium, then angle of incidence is always greater than angle of refraction. Keep this thing in your mind. So what is the right option? D. Next, which of the following would you prefer to read very small letter printed on a dictionary page? Very small letter, to focus on very small letters so that we can see them, read them clearly. We will use which type of lens? A convex lens of focal length 100 centimeter, a concave lens of focal length 10 centimeter, a concave lens of focal length 5, a convex lens of focal length 5 centimeter. So convex lens, it something resembles with the opposite mirror, that is your concave mirror. Which mirror? Concave mirror. We know that in case of concave mirror, to see enlarged image, we have to place an object very close to it. So with least focal length. So the working of convex lens, there are so many similarities between convex lens and the opposite of it. And what is that? Concave mirror. So what is the right option? A convex lens of focal length 5 centimeter, so that we can see the enlarged image. And how we see the enlarged image? When we place it very close to the lens with least focal length. Okay. Next, if a pair of lens L1 and L2 are in the ratio 4:1, the ratio of pair is 4:1. What would be the ratio of focal length? We know that focal power is inverse of the focal length. So the ratio of focal length will be, this will go like this, f2 by f1. And what is the ratio coming out? 1 by f1 divided by 1 by f2. So f2 will go upward and f1 will go downward. So the ratio of focal length of L1, what was the power of first lens? This will go like 1, focal length 1, this is 4. So the ratio will be 1:4. You can also keep it simple. We know that focal length is inverse of power. If power ratio is 4:1, then focal length will be 1:4. So the right option will be B. Sumati did some preliminary experiment with the lenses and found out that the magnification of the eyepiece L2 is 3. If in her experiment L2 she found an image, what is an image? Where she found an image at 25 centimeter from the lens and magnification is coming out 3. So at what distance did she put the object? In case of lens, we already know that magnification is V over U. So here M is 3, V is 24 and you have to find U. So how will you find? Just cross multiply it. 3U is equals to 24. U is equals to 24 over 3 and what is that? 8. So right option is 8. Move to the next. The refractive index of air relative to glass is 2 by 3. Refractive index of air relative to glass is how much? 2 by 3. And that of diamond relative to air is 12 by 5. So the refractive index of glass, what you have to find, the refractive index of glass related to diamond. This you have to find. So we can also write it like this, Na over Ng, and this one like Nd over Na, right? So what will happen if I just reverse it? Just reverse this one, Ng over Na. So 2 by 3 will become 3 by 2, right? So that I can divide 1 in 2 and get my value, exact value. So just divide 1 with 2, because we know that what is the refractive index of glass with respect to diamond. How can we write it? Ng over Nd. We want this. So after dividing 1 with 2, we can reach to our value. What is Ng over Na? Divide by Nd over Na. When I divide first with 2, Na will cut each other, and I can get Ng by Nd, the same value. That's why I'm dividing 1 with 2. So when you divide 3 by 2 with 12 by 5, what will you get? 3 by 2, 12 by 5 will go like this, 5 over 12, 3 ones are 3, 4s are. So 5 by 8 is the right option. So just take it 5 over 8. Let's take it 5 over 8. Next, what is the nature of image formed when an object is held at 2f1 in case of a convex lens? Object is held at 2f1 means at c1. When object is placed at c1, image is always formed at c2, that is 2f2. So you have to tell the nature of image. What is the nature of image? The image is real and inverted, and image is always formed in front of the lens, and that is also downwards. Downward is called inverted, and if an image is formed in front of the lens, that image is called real. And if it is formed behind the lens, it is called erect. Image is always virtual, and inverted image is called real one. So what is the right option? This one, option A. Next, it act as a converging mirror. Which mirror act as a converging mirror? That converge all the ray of light. Like I gave you example of spoon. When rays of light fall on the spoon, it to the front side, it converge everything towards it. So which type of mirror is that? Concave mirror. Convex is called diverging mirror. So plane mirror, you know already. Normal is nothing over here. Next, a ray of light incident in a direction parallel to the principal axis of a lens always passes through. Any ray of light, when it is coming parallel, it will always pass through the focus. It will go like this. Okay, so it will always pass through the focus. Next, convex lens is also called, you can always remember it like this if you know the mirror, the type of concave mirror and convex mirror. Concave mirror is called a converging. What is opposite of concave? You can remember it like that. Which lens is opposite of concave mirror? Convex lens. It also converges the rays of light falling on it. So convex lens is also called converging lens. Okay, so these were some questions of this chapter. We'll meet again with more questions. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. So see you soon.